Squid Monarchy here. Oh dear, my volume looks like it might be fucked. That bodes well. I guess we'll find out. My setup, so to speak, is a little bit dicey today. I got a new phone, which means my usual way of monitoring chat is a little bit not what I usually do. So I'm still kind of getting used to it. We'll see. We'll see. In the meantime, hello. All right, and you can probably hear my mouth breathing. Wonderful. Yeah, that bodes well. All right. Okay. Today we're getting to start Profit. I'm really looking forward to this. I've heard so many good things about this module. I mean, so many good things that I'm a little bit worried that it might not live up to the hype. But we'll find out. And it should still be fun, and that's the important thing. I was watching Peebs play Dragon Dogma earlier, which was kind of cool. I've actually never played it. I know quite a bit about it because I've always intended to start playing it. So I know about like the Fairy Stone and the in later on and so on, but I've never really. Well, no, I played a little bit and it was fun, and then I got distracted. So I should probably play it because it looked like he was having fun with it, and I think I would have fun with it too. But that's for a later date. I think my good friend Emmy M. Drew is playing Final Fantasy Rebirth, which means I can't pop into her chat because I don't want to know what's going on there. Well, there's one thing I want to know, which is whether or not that conspiracy theorist that I read, who had a lot of interesting ideas of where Rebirth goes. I would like to see if they're right. To me, their logic was very cyclic, and so I'm guessing probably not, because it would be like X is true because of Y and Z, but then later on you'd be like, okay, so where did Y come in? And be like, well, Y is true because of X, and it's like, then you didn't really prove that either X or Y is true. Um, like this person had this idea that a whole bunch of female characters basically were references to each other in the overall Final Fantasy series, and she might be right. I don't know that, but like one of the things she took was Sarah from Final Fantasy 14, or not 14, 13, and the sequels, and Terra from Final Fantasy 6. And one of the ways that they were connected, I mean, some of them made some sense, like being involved with an orphanage. Okay, yeah, that seems like a fair connection. The character design with, I guess, with the ponytail, I sort of, I guess I can see that. But then be like, and Sarah's got like a cat pit or connected to a cat, and Terra was supposed to have a cat but never did. It's like, well, where do you get the idea that Terra was supposed to have a cat? Is that somewhere in writing? And then says later on, you read why she thinks, or he thinks, Terra has a cat, and it's like, well, I think Terra has a cat because Sarah is associated with cats, and they're clearly connected. And it's like, that doesn't really prove anything, you know. So a lot of the logic kind of worked around like that. Some little things that kind of had a connection, followed by things that really didn't make sense. So there you go. Like the yeah, like she felt, or he felt like romantic pairings echoed and paired Cloud and Terra for Final Fantasy 7 and 6. Okay. Um, but like apparently Final Fantasy 8 Squall and Renoa was supposed to be a reflection of them, and it's like that's a bit of a stretch. It's like I mean I can see Squall as a reflection kind of both of them, but Renoa, it's a stretch to make Renoa work there. I might have talked about this before. I feel bad kind of talking about the person out of turn. I just found the whole thing fascinating. And shit, there I go. I made it to my TM. All right. yeah, I just found it all really interesting. So I am curious to see if they're right, because I mean, you never know. I have many times thought, oh, there's no way that the writers of the series are going to do X. X doesn't make any sense. Y makes much more sense. And then the writers did X. um, much to my shock. As it turns out, creators of things don't always think the same way we do. I might personally still think Y would have been the better narrative choice, but I'm not the one who's paying for it or writing it. Well, I am paying for it if it's a subscription, but I'm not the one writing it, so there we go. And I'm not the one paying the authors, because I feel like they kind of, like the network, might get to say a few things. Hello, kitty. Okay. But maybe that's a conspiracy theory, too. I don't know. Alright. So, that and this is my confession. I never actually finished the original Final Fantasy VII. I've played some of it and I've watched some of it, and I know how it ends, mostly because of pop culture osmosis at this point. But I've never actually beaten it myself, and I feel like I should before I play Remake, and I gotta play Remake before I play Rebirth. So, yeah, it'll be a while. Alright, so last time I took poor Bullfrog Jones through Honor Among Thieves. We finished with 2 of the endings. I think I said at one point that I was going to talk about more endings, and I didn't. Sorry about that. But, actually, I never really dropped off stuff at the Zorko's either. So I think we'll do that first. Zorko's Keep, I guess this is my chance to show off, yet again, one of my favorite utility modules, called Zorko's Keep. And what it is it's kind of meant as like an in-character way station, where you can deposit things and sell things before you go into your next adventure. And one of the things I really like about it is that it's basically a persistent world, but really, really a miniature. A one-person persistent world, if you like, where you can actually store items for your character and not take them to the next module, but be able to access them later. And I always think that's great, because I feel like my character would be attached to certain items. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to the bank. There's another cool thing about it that you can do, is that you can actually buy a house for your character and treat it even more like a way station. There's nothing really you do in the house. There's just some persistent storage chests to shove things. I suppose if you wanted to make it a multiplayer, you could make it a hangout. There's only like 6 houses though. I always thought it'd be cool to make like if I were able to make modules, to take it and kind of make another area up here and make houses there for the characters. That would be really cool. More houses. Like maybe a ship house or something like that. But my talents don't really lie in that direction. But I do think it would be cool. So I'm not quite at profit yet. I just want to get my character prepared because I'm overloaded and undervalued. So my bank vault. Now, one thing I get to decide whether or not I'm taking with me is that hand. I have my own hand. I'm actually thinking I am going to take it with me, because it feels like the sort of thing I should probably take with me. If I were going to a module that was by a different author, I might not. But there's always the chance that this particular author will follow up on that. And so I'm going to keep it. Alright, so. Alright. Oh, that's funny. The mantra of Nerigal. Huh. Oh, no, wait, that was a different name anyway. Nagath, not Nerigal. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to put some books in here, because I feel like Bullfrog really likes books. And so, unfortunately, I think most of my books... nah. Bullfrog is very happy, I think, to leave Endor And all this stuff behind him. Summa Belloranus. Oh, I do have one of those. I suppose I don't need a second. I think he's had quite enough of the Thieves Guild, all things considered. Nice folks, but he's not particularly inclined to stick around. Blank pages of parchment. Oh. I guess we'll keep that. Ah, oh, vault safe. Next to a picture of an explosion. Ah. Oh, actually, come to think about it, that was kind of relevant, wasn't it? Maybe I'll put the letter in. Okay, back into my vault. It's sadly not a limitless vault. There's only like 10 pages, so you can't keep too much in here, but... Okay. Alright. I did look at these already, didn't I? Ugh, dumbass. Here's some. Okay. I don't know that we need to keep poor Marco Breiberg's diary, but maybe we will. He's kind of a tragic figure, all things considered, I think. Alright. Was that this one? Yeah. I don't actually see myself keeping very much of my Endor goods. I guess I could keep this thing. Oh, I did hear from a review that you can find out what this original cursed doll was for, if you paid attention, but I hadn't. So, that might be an Easter egg to follow up on if and when I want to play this again, or Honor Among Thieves again. I probably will, because it's fun. I had a lot of fun with it, and I could see that there were a lot of cool ways to deal with the trap or the quests. So it would be fun to play it in a different way. Maybe be kind of an asshole instead. But we'll keep Marco's diary. We'll keep the F again to go. I have no idea if I pronounced that right. I'm considering this one. This is your left hand cut off by High Priestess Valariel in an effort to rid you of the hand of Negath. It has been wrapped in bandages. That, as I said, I'm going to take with me. Because you never know. Maybe there will be a way to fix it. And besides, it's kind of ghoulish to take it with me, so I find it kind of amusing. Yeah, I mean, all things considered, I don't think poor Bullfrog really enjoyed being part of the Endor Thieves Guild. They were all kind of assholes. And he didn't much care for them. I think at a push, he liked Loriana mostly, except for her whole willingness to let some girl continue to get molested. That he was not so inclined for. But otherwise, look at those statues, aren't they cool? Alright, so the other thing I'm doing in this module is I am going to sell a lot of my shit. Oh, actually no, that's what I wanted to deposit. I'm an idiot. Hold on. I just remembered I did have some things I wanted to deposit. I have things with the characters' names attached. People I saved who gave me rewards. Those I want to keep in the vault, I think. I mean, I guess there's always a chance that one of them could be significant in the later module, but it's okay. I'm willing to take the risk. If we see a reference to it, we'll point out the Easter egg and be all, hey, that's cool. Alright, there we go. Alright. Where did I put that shit? Actually, I think it's in a bag. Alright, so we got Rando's longsword. Zako's sword. And the Dragon's Tongue I think we'll keep, because that's actually pretty cool. And I've considered depositing Arcanian's sword, but I decided against it. Kinky Executioner's outfit. Will I keep that? Probably not. Part of me kind of wants to, though. Alright, and... Actually, I kind of admit I kind of want to keep it with me, just in case anything does come from having those things. I don't think it will, but you never know. So I guess I'll keep them. I just won't sell them, which might be a mistake given my continuous inventory issues, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So now I'm going to head to the most efficient merchant in the module. Now you can also buy things in Zorko's Keep for your next module too. I tend to steer away from that, for one, because Zorko's Keep uses CEP1, which is not necessarily utilized in the modules that you see or that you play. So the item might not look correct. It might just look like a big X or something like that, because the visual models aren't there. And also, I mean, I think it's tricky to balance something with things that you bring in from another module. It's one thing if I earned it properly in the module. Like, I don't mind... Jesus, that's loud. I don't mind the idea of bringing in a sword I got from an adventure module. I feel like that's role-playing. But if I'm just buying it, I don't really care for that. So, now I get to decide what I'm going to sell, and I'm always bad at this. We will definitely sell that. Start of Creation? We can keep that, I guess. Silver Ring we can definitely sell. Broken Heart Pearl we're going to keep. The Ice Talon. Ooh, actually, no, we're going to keep that. Shit, it's nice. We'll sell the other cap gland, though. This ring, I don't think means anything, so we're going to sell it. Ring of Protection 2, let me keep an eye on what rings I have, because I might or might not want to sell that. Alright. I don't keep bolts. I'm an arrow person this time around. We'll keep the diamond. Gareth's Key. Oh good, I can sell that. It's not a quest item. Guild Key, also not a quest item. Oh, that makes me happy. I mean, there is a way to get rid of quest items, too, in Zorko's. If you go to one of the trash cans, you can deposit quest items in there, and they'll whoosh, no more. Which is nice, because if you go into too many modules, you get too many quest items. And that fills up your inventory kind of quickly. Alright, we're going to sell that. Bracers of Armor 1. I know I have a higher Bracers of Armor than that, so... Electrical Resistance, Amulet of Master I do want to keep, and Xander's Necklace I want to keep. We'll put this in here for now. Oh, Protection Plus 2 is that one, so we'll sell the plus 1. I don't think they stack. I could be wrong about that. It might be useful to have a Stunning Dagger, I say, to justify me keeping things that I really shouldn't be keeping. Braces of Archery, let's put that in here. Tooth of the Night, I guess that's one I could have put away as a souvenir, but we might keep that. You never know. Wand of Sleep, Mind Fog. Keep the wands. Always keep the wands. The Lesser Ring of Regeneration we are absolutely keeping. And actually I should put that on, because of all of them, that's the one I probably need the most. Scholar's Ring we will take off for the moment. Now you might... Actually... Oh, that's funny. I can put that on there. Technically speaking, I'm not supposed to be able to do that because I lost the hand. And, so role-playing purposes, I'm not supposed to be able to use that ring, but other modules can't really enforce that. I think Prophet might, or might not. We'll find out. But, you know, I did just get my hand cut off, so we'll sell the Merthurian Brooch. Golem Governor. That we might keep. That actually maybe I would I should store as a keepsake, but we'll leave that be for now. Oh, I have one of these. Tools of Twilight. These tools ones, these do 1. Do they stack? No. 10 I think is the maximum. But this can go here. Woohoo. Anything I need to worry about here? Ring of Protection. What if those will stack? I wonder if they won't. We're trying sometime. Okay. Another snake fang dagger. I thought I had one up here, so I don't feel like I don't need more than one. So we'll sell that. Sir Errol's key. That I want to get rid of. Fuck Sir Errol. I enjoyed killing him. I regret nothing. Like, fuck that dude. Royally. Shadowweave Blade. Oh, actually, I think we might keep that. You never know. Maybe, I mean, it's not like I can dual wield it, but maybe holding it will be useful sometime. If I ever get back the ability to hold it. I have a dagger +2 that has other traits. We don't need more than one Shadowweave Blade. Twilight Dagger. Fuck it. I am no longer working for those people. I don't need to keep their shit. I think Bullfrog happily left them all behind. It was a fun module, though. Don't get me wrong. Just because I say Bullfrog is unhappy with the turn of events does not mean I am unhappy with the turn of events. I had a lot of fun. I really did think it was a blast. But Bullfrog is a little jaded by the whole experience. And is like, you know what? Maybe we thieves don't need to be gathering quite so much. It's like maybe we're better working alone. Which might be a fair point. Oh, hey. I can put that back on. Woohoo. I feel like I'm going to get another one of those, so I'm just going to get rid of it. Okay. That's from the first one, I think. Yeah? Elric. I might keep that. Probably I should have put that in the thing, but I did not. Shadow Thief log we can sell. I think Bullfrog likes the thought of their log being somewhere they can't get to. Sell the tiny diamonds. Ooh, Ring of Invisibility. That I definitely wanted to keep. And I should probably at some point figure out where to put all these things where they're in one logical place. Notably, I'm not doing that yet. But a few things, I guess, it's not a bad idea. I don't know why I put the diamond in there. I'm an idiot, that's why. This is what I wanted to put in there. Braces of Finesse. Wonder what happened to my bracers of Dexterity. Did I lose them? I might have lost them. They might have dropped out and I didn't notice. That would be annoying, but there we go. Alright, let me compare what I've got. So Rogue Links are +3, +6, and +6. Okay. Blackened Leather is +1, +3, and +4. So that's selling. Folds of Twilight, +4 and +5. That actually might be worth keeping because it's a little tougher than what I've got, but not quite as bonusy with Hide and Move Silently. I don't know what that even does. Oh, knock. Okay, yeah, I'll keep that. +3. Severed Hand. Yeah, I'm going to sell Darius' Severed Hand. I don't need that bullshit. Though apparently, one of the things I could have done against Darius was take that thing to the lady who did the curses and have her curse him too. So that's kind of funny. I like the different options. Bullfrog was kind of boringly honorable, but I think it would definitely be fun to play it as an evil character. And really just... Oh, fuck. Sorry, Harvey. Didn't mean to ditch you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, please show me a bargain. Okay. Malik's magnificent boots of annoy. Oh yeah, I wanted improved evasion. Those are not going to be useful terribly long though, because eventually I'm going to have improved evasion myself, I think. But until then, might as well, you know. Rando's longsword. I think I did decide I was going to keep that. Can I fit it in here? Would be nice. Oh no, that's 4 spots, not 3. Oh well, that's okay. Keep those. I thought I had 2 amulet of wills already, but maybe I do. I suppose it doesn't really matter. The extra is not going to kill me for now. Might later, and I'll regret it, and you have every right to laugh at me. I don't need the fluffy noble outfit. Now that's what I should have done. When I was role-playing the fall, I should have gone to the nobility and killed them. That would have been rather satisfying, I think. Oh well, hindsight's 20/20. Kinky Executioner's outfit. Let's try this on before I sell it. Right. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it would help if I took it out. Oh, really? No, I think I need to take off this first. Alright, that's fucking hilarious looking, so we're keeping it. Fuck it. Is it wise? No. Do I care? No. Alright, where's my actual armor? Pardon me. Okay. Alright. Okay, I think that's everything. Did I shed a lot? Not really. Should I have? Probably. Should I get rid of more? Very likely. Am I going to regret this? Absolutely. Does that change anything? No. Absolutely not. Don't suppose you have a bag of holding, though, for me? I probably shouldn't buy too many bags of holding from Zorkos. I feel like it would mess with the game balance. Hi. What are you up to? Alright. That, and I'm not sure which shopkeeper would actually have them. Since Harvey's the best person to sell things to, the other places are more specialized to buy things. Alright. So, I'm going to show you how to get rid of quest items that annoy you. Trash bin. Hi, sweet baby girl. Oh, you are in my arms, and I love you very much. Okay. So here, you just shove it in here. Because it's just a box, it's not a merchant. It can just go. It can just go away. Ah, fuck that guy. Carl Norvath, my fucking ass. You know, let's get rid of that too. Alright. Oh, good to know. Alright, so we're gonna close that. Yep. I have items. Okay. I think you can do it a different way too, but that's okay. Anyway, we are done. I have taken us through Zorkos. Now, instead of saving the game, I save the character, and I exit. So that's Zorko's Keep again. My usual tour. It's a very useful stopover if you want to kind of stay borderline in character. Hi. Alright, so now we are going to start the Prologue of Prophet. As I said, I've heard really good things. So we're starting the Prologue, which is It Cannot Be Denied. Right here. Let's see what it says. Version 2.0. This module is the first in the Prophet series. It is meant to be played by a single player who is gifted with the power to see the future. The modules in the rest of the series are designed for a group of players, the Prophet and 2 to 3 companions. Okay. Oof. Ow. Sorry, one sec. Suggest a character. The Prophet player can be male or female, and of any race or class. However, he or she should have above average intelligence and a non-evil alignment. Otherwise, the scripted conversations will not make sense. Recommended level is 5 to 10. It is possible to play the prologue with more than one player, in which case one player should choose to be the prophet and the others should follow him. It's recommended that the group stays together and that the prophet does much of the talking. So the playing time for this is 1 to 2 hours. Usually it takes me longer, but that's probably because I'm reading. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, let's select a pre-made character. We want Post-Zerkos, Bullfrog Jones, a neutral good. I was really aiming him for chaotic. I didn't quite make it, sadly, but that's okay. A neutral good rogue fighter shadow dancer of reasonable intelligence, quite quick, reasonable strength. He's a little bit frail though, and his charm could use a little bit of work. Let's be honest here. He's a bit more of a thug than a grifter. Let's put it that way. Oh, this looks pretty. What is this fucking skill decrease? One day I'll find out what exactly that is. I wonder if it's in my effects somewhere. Skill decrease, but it doesn't say what skill. I guess it doesn't really matter. Maybe it's something I'm wearing. Is it something I'm wearing? It's not that. It's not that. Could be the hood? No. I don't think so. It predates the boots. Nope. Must just be somehow attached to me. Like a curse. Oh well. So, game mechanics, campaign world. Well, you know, let's look around at this guy's shit. When you have a light emitting item, it penalizes your stealth. I don't think I've got anything that emits a light, do I? But that could be what it is. Let's see. Do you have light? No? No? Oh, you know what? I see. It is the Belt of Guiding Light. Well, I do like it for immunity to fear, but maybe I can put that away for now. And use something else in the meantime. I actually don't think I have very many good belts, do I? I think I sold them all. Whoops. Circling scale. I could take dark vision. Sure, why not? Let's do that one. It's kind of redundant with what I got, though. Okay, well, you know, considering I wore that thing through an entire rogues module where there was a lot of sneaking, I did pretty well. Hindsight's 20/20, I guess. God, Bullfrog's an idiot. Played by an idiot. There we go. Beg pardon. Alright, so let's look at the game mechanics. The Prophet series. We're going to steal this book. Welcome to the Prophet series. This book describes some of the mechanics of the game. The Prophet. One player will be designated as the Prophet. That's Sir Bullfrog Jones. Insane combo for Rogue? Well, I don't... That's true. Well, I'll keep that thing. I'm just probably not going to use it at this time yet. But I'll keep that in mind. Backstab to the face, nice. I mean, I've got hide in plain sight, so I can backstab to the face pretty well anyway. But I do keep that in mind. Okay. So, one player will be designated as the Prophet. This character is special in that when he or she rests, he or she will sometimes experience prophetic visions, which will provide vital clues to the story. That's hilarious, because wasn't my explanation for my accidental discovery of the MacGuffin in the first session. I explained that away as a prophetic dream. Well, that fits. I kind of guessed it would, based on the title, but still that makes me laugh. It is recommended that the prophet character does most of the talking to NPCs, especially if prophecies are to be discussed. The prophet character must be willing to play through the entire campaign, since his or her presence is necessary to advance the plot in a number of places. Resting. You can rest almost anywhere, however, in many places resting will launch random encounters. However, when you rest, you will be blind and deaf, making you quite vulnerable. Death and dying. When you fall below 1 hit point, you will begin to bleed to death at the rate of 1 hit point per round. During this time, you can be healed using normal healing kits and spells. If you reach negative 10 HP, then you die. At this point, you have 2 choices. Either wait for help, a raised egg can be cast upon you, or click respawn. Respawning. Unlike other mods, respawning does not bring you back to life. Instead, it turns you into a ghost and drops all your possessions into a remains object. As a ghost, you can do nothing except talk to other players. If anyone casts raised dead on your remains, then you are brought back to life. Among the items in your remains, there's an item that looks like a body. If someone picks this up, then your ghost will follow them wherever they go, always remaining invisible and invulnerable. If your body item is dropped, then your remains will reappear, and again, raised dead can be cast upon you. In this way, your companions can pick up your body to bring it to a healer. Okay, well, since I'm playing the single player, I'm thinking that's not going to be a thing. I'm not going to be able to do that. That's okay. We'll keep that book in case I need it for player reference. I was lore accurate. I was. I'm quite proud of myself for that. Alright. So, it does sound like, for all intents and purposes, death is going to be the end, so I will be reloading quite a bit, I'm sure. Let's look at the campaign world. Summa Valerianus. I've read this before, but I will read it again. I would also like to go upstairs for some Tums, but I have a cat on my lap, so I'm not going to. So you're just going to hear me whine about heartburn every so often. Gotta love it. There's a plot in a later episode of Schitt's Creek where one of the characters thinks they're having a heart attack, and it's comedically dramatic. And then it's revealed, ha ha ha, it was actually really bad heartburn. But I feel it. I feel it, that guy. I know what that's like. Not as funny as it seems. Alright, anyway. Fucking acid reflux. This book contains common knowledge about the nation of Valyria and the surrounding world. The Kingdom of Valyria was established in the year 923 LR, that's the Lotharian Reckoning, by Beldar of Isengard. This act marked the conclusion of a decade-long war among various human city-states, including Azogard, Erdenfjorn, and Krakelgrad. Additional lands were incorporated into the kingdom, including Endor in 1256 LR. Endor can kick my fucking ass. Bullfrog is not a fan of Endor. Bullfrog left Endor with one hand. It's mentioned in the readme, but to help there's icons of life. I do have an icon of life in my pocket. But I'm probably still going to reload, because I'm like that. But thank you for the reminder, Ashke. There's a very detailed readme with these modules that is highly recommended. Anyway, where was I? Yes. Valyria now covers a large part of the western continent and is home to humans and halflings, most of whom live in the northeastern province of Nornshire. Dwarves and gnomes are also occasionally found in Valyria, but usually in small numbers. Pure-blooded elves are relatively uncommon. On the north, Valyria is bordered by the Kalimnir Mountains and the dwarven kingdom of Cragholm. This is a rugged and largely unexplored region, and most human knowledge of it comes from dwarven traders and other occasional explorers. The eastern border of Valyria is not well defined, as human settlements gradually give way to the Yuntar Plains, which are home to various barbarian tribes, and the elven forest of Linlithern. To the southeast lies the human kingdom of Sardathia, the border of which had been established in 1340 LR after decades of war. On the south, Valyria is bordered by the Sea of Serpents and the Emirate of Akaban. Akaban is a human kingdom that has existed for at least 2 millennia and has become a major trade partner with Valyria in the last 150 years. To the west of Valyria stretches the Obsidian Ocean, which is generally believed to mark the edge of the world. Okay. The Valyrian calendar is marked since the time when Lothar of Zenagath defeated the Orcish hordes of Kruth and carved out the first human settlements in the region of the western continent over 13 centuries ago. The year is divided into 12 months of 30 days each, with 5 days marking special events. Moonrise, the first day of the year when the moon Selene first appears above the southern horizon and signals the beginning of spring. The Feast of Flowering, after the end of the 3rd month, marking the beginning of summer. Midsummer, a festival of joy which occurs in the middle of the 5th month when the moon reaches the zenith of the sky and the weather's always fair. Godspeed, a day of prayer after the end of the 6th month, marking the start of autumn and harvestide. After the end of the 9th month, celebrating the autumn harvest and preparing for the winter as Selene sets beyond the northern horizon. During winter, the moon is absent from the sky, and snow covers the lands. Today, it is the year 1384, and Valyria is ruled by King Rohan, who lives in the capital Isengard. The past 7 years have been quite peaceful, aside from occasional skirmishes with the Yuntar barbarians and various orc tribes that still live in the forests and mountains of Valyria. Nevertheless, the land holds many opportunities for high adventure for all those who seek such things. Okay, well, that took stamina. That took stamina indeed. I've got one of those from before, so I'm not going to steal it. Alright, let's talk to the storyteller. Actually, wait. The Great Tome of Game Mechanics, we're going to look at that first. Never mind. The storyteller can wait. Are you done? I'm kinda busy, dude. I have an audience after all. Okay. Oh. This is the same as the other book. Very cool. Alright, well, I'm not gonna bother them. Let's talk to the storyteller.
Yes?
Have you come to take part in the Tale of the Prophet? I have. Do you understand the rules and mechanics of this campaign? Yes, I do. Excellent. And shall anyone else join you in this tale? No. I alone shall carry the tale through the Prologue module. Are you going to spend the whole time talking in that accent? Probably. Are you going to accidentally have the NPCs use that accent as well when they're not supposed to? Absolutely. There we go. Glad to get that said. So you choose to be the prophet? I wish to be the prophet. Then you shall be, Bullfrog Jones. May you prove strong enough to carry the burden. Please, begin the story. It began with a dream of fate, a dream of sorrow. I'm probably only going to be playing the prologue today, just so you know, even if it ends a little earlier. But we'll see. Uh-oh. Should this be jerking around like this? Or is my camera being fucked up? You know why I've come. I think that's me. Please, do not do this. Reshka, is this supposed to happen? Do not take him. Step aside. The bargain has been made. But he's the only son I have. Please. You will have another. But this one dies today. No. So is that shaking supposed to happen? I guess so, because this isn't shaking. The century of sorrow is upon us. No. Save yourself. Yep, there goes that guy. Oh, shit, man. Oh, those lips? That's a cool effect. That which is destined cannot be denied. Okay. Whoa. Alright, this is definitely a different style of invention than the first two, isn't it? It's a nice variety, though, when you look at them. Who goes there? What do you want? Oh my. Oh shit. Help! Help us! No! Oh shit. This is the will of the Lord. I like that percussion, that boom boom. Oh man. You know, for a game without a whole lot of innovative graphics, at least by this point in time. That's a pretty evocative image. The Hopping Hobgoblin Inn. Huh, I've been here before. I kind of like how the Hopping Hobgoblin is the nexus point for all three module sets. So, dreams. Pardon me, I gotta practice my voice. I had the strangest dream last night. I dreamt of meeting a woman in the forest, a woman dressed in an elegant blue gown. In the dream, I spoke of a bargain and threatened the life of her son. Just as I stepped forward to attack, the scene faded. I found myself floating through the streets of a burning city, filled with the cries of dying men, women, and children. They kept shouting the phrase, "The century of sorrow is upon us." As I continued to float, I approached a ghostly mouth hovering in the air. It spoke softly, and I heard the words, "That which is destined cannot be denied." And then the scene faded again. Next, I saw a peaceful halfling village. Suddenly, a group of knights dressed entirely in red descended upon the halflings and began to slaughter them without mercy. The carnage was horrible. After all the halflings lay dead, one of the knights bowed and spoke the words, "This is the will of the Earlord." Then I woke here at the Hopping Hobgoblin Inn, where I'd come to spend the night. I've had vivid nightmares before, but never like this. This dream felt more like a memory, but I'm sure I'd never seen these people before. Who was the woman in the forest? Why had I come to kill her son? Who were the knights who attacked the halflings? And what is the century of sorrow? I think I better talk with someone who can answer these questions. So who the fuck would that be? I guess. Oh, there's a book. Bullfrog does like him some books, so let's take a look at that. And let's tilt my camera. Alright. So that I'm looking at the top of his head. Okay. I did pick up the book, didn't I? Thought I did. Where'd it go? Did I misplace the book? Hey, there it is. Okay. Florence Tales. This book is a collection of popular tales that include Upon the Moonlight. This is a story of the love between a noble princess of Isengard and a humble ranger of the Faerothian forest. Like many such stories, this one ends in tragedy, with the ranger slain by the girl's father and the girl herself by her own hand. The Weeping Halls. This is a fable about a great dwarven sculptor, so skilled that he could carve an entire mountain in a week. However, so great was his despair for his lost wife that the halls he carved for his kings were filled only with sadness. In the Court of the Queen of Thorns. This is the tale of Bragnir Othgal and his journey into the depths of the earth. There he discovered a race of elves who had been banished underground many thousands of years ago, punished by the gods for delving into forbidden magics. Over the centuries of darkness, the skin of these elves had turned black like their hearts. The Cave of Songs. Hey, I know that one. This is a story of a mysterious cave in the forest of Grimwood, a cave filled with an eerie song. According to the author, the cave is the mouth of an ancient titan who had fallen asleep eons ago. The mountains had covered him like a blanket, and trees have grown upon his skin. Readers are warned not to enter the cave, lest they wake the titan. Fire sails upon the wind. This is one of the many tales about the great explorer Oganov. In this story, he travels to distant eastern lands, where he's captured by men whose blood is made of fire. Well, that's kind of cool. Alright. What's in this bookshelf? Nothing. Rats. I like the books. There's a candelabra and an armoire. What's in my armoire? Nothing. I suppose that's okay. Alright. The Hopping Hobgoblin Inn. Do I have a floor mate? Oh, actually, by the way, one sec. I've learned my lesson about about the keyholing. Until or unless I really think I need it, I am going to turn that off. Because that's how I accidentally prophetic dreamed my way into the ending of Honor Among Thieves. Alright, there we go. Look, I cannot be seen. Alright, let's see what we got here. Another candelabra. A chest of drawers. No one's in here, though. I mean, I could steal their bolts, but why bother? Now, how is my quest for money? Oh, that is a good amount of money that I can send back to Bullfrog's father. Father figure, anyway. That is, after all, his primary motivation for collecting money. Alright, so we got Fjorn. We've got some more people that I remember seeing before. We've got Misha. Vagar the Whimsical, I remember him. Meridoc seems new. I don't remember Meridoc. I remember the dwarves. They never liked me. I remember Toman, Samar, and Dara. Let's see what's in the dining area. Hopefully no Darius Valiana. Because Endor fucking sucks. Hi guys. Don't go to Endor. Endor fucking sucks. Yes, we know you say that all the time, Bullfrog.
What can I get you?
Welcome. Please have a seat and I'll be right with you. Perhaps. Let's talk to Fjorn.
Oi, what can I get ya?
Greetings. I'm Fjorn Blundeberg. I know, you say this every time. Welcome to the Inn of the Hopping Hobgoblin. Would you care to purchase some ale? No thanks, but I would like to ask you some questions. I don't think this guy's going to be able to answer for us, but let's talk. Go ahead. Anything of interest around these parts? Not much. This here is a stopover on the way to Endor. Spit. No, I feel like I feel like Bullfrog's like the characters from Corner Gas whenever they mention the other town, whose name I promptly forgot, and they always spit. I feel like Bullfrog will spit whenever he hears the name Endor. We did have some problems a while ago, but that's all been taken care of by some adventurers. What kind of problems? Well, there were some bandits holed up in a cave near the mill to the north of my inn. They used to waylay folks wandering about at dusk. I know, I think I'm the one who killed them. They're all gone, driven off by adventurers. But then once the cave was empty, it became a lair for some pretty nasty beasts. One of them ate my cow Tula. I remember that too. I know, but if I acknowledge that, then you'd expect me to give you a drink discount, so that's not happening. Fair enough. What kind of beasts were these? Insects, damn large ones, but they too were exterminated by traveling adventurers. You can say we've been lucky around here. But where do these insect beasts come from? I don't know, probably burrowed out of the ground. Young Samar Blake said the floor of that cave has got some tunnels in it filled by earth. He figured the bandits must have had some treasure buried in that cave. He's been digging around for weeks now, with no luck. I see. Thank you for the information. Don't mention it. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, maybe not. So now let's ask him if he knows what a century of sorrow
Oi, what can
refers
I
to.
get ya?
Have you ever heard of something called a century of sorrow? No, sorry. Wouldn't want to either. I see things. Well, I mean, I don't blame him. That does sound a little dubious. So let's talk to these guys. Dara,
Good tidings to ya.
good tidings. Got any interesting stories around these parts? Stories? Sure. Why, last year we'd just been besieged by a great and vicious monster. What kind of monster? It was a giant insect king standing a full 9 feet tall. I myself measured its carcass, so it's dead. Killed by some adventurers. Thank Arendelle for that. The monster had been sneaking out of its cave to steal cows and chickens, and it wouldn't have been long before it feasted on humans. These guys are inclined towards tall tales. Pardon me. There we go. I managed not to sneeze into my microphone, so that's a step in the right direction. Toman Yalson.
Greetings.
Oh shit, I forgot to ask her. Oh well. Greetings. How are things in this fine village? Same as always, not much going on. Thank you. Alright, so now let's talk to these two about the
Good
Century of
tidings to
Sorrows.
ya.
You ever heard of something called the Centuries of Sorrow? Can't say I have. How about you, Toman? Have you ever heard of a Century of Sorrow? Never heard of that. Thank you, anyway. Let's see.
Greetings.
Have you heard of it? The what? The Century of Sorrow. Nope, never heard of that. What's it all about? I don't actually know. I heard it in a dream. Lad, you've been having too much of Fjord's ales. No, I'm sure it means something. Sure it does, lad. Sure it does. Summer Blake.
Hey there.
Can I ask you some questions, please? Sure, go ahead. Alright, we got a few things to ask him about. I heard you've been digging around for some treasure in an old bandit cave. Have you found anything? He's found some calluses on his hands and the taste of sweat that comes from hard work. That's about it. There's treasure in that cave, I'm telling you, and I'm going to find it. There's nothing there but some old bones and rat feces. You keep digging around in that cave, and all you bring back is its foul smell, and that won't be impressing the ladies much. He winked, said Dara. I'll give him a break, Toman. You never know what may be hidden in an old cave. That's right, that's right. So I guess the search has turned up empty? Well, I think I'm getting closer to some kind of underground chamber. I bet in a few weeks I'll be through. Well, best of luck to you. I guess you can go look. Let's
Hey
see what
there.
else we got. Have you ever heard of something called the Century of Sorrow? Century of Sorrow. Century of Sorrow. Does it sound familiar? Yes, but I'm not sure where I heard it. Please try. The young man furrows his brow bleh, and rubs his chin. No, sorry, I can't recall. Well, if you do, please let me know. Okay, perhaps you should talk with the bard Vag or something or other. He knows much lore, he does. Fair enough. Seems logical.
Hey there.
One last question. Anything of interest? Oh, yes. Digging for treasure. Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Is that right? What kind? It's the treasure of a group of bandits that used to hide out in the cave north of here, just near the mill. They're all gone, but I'm sure the treasure is there somewhere. I can have a look. Oh, hello. So, what's the hook of this module or the story so far? Hello, Lookner Skill. This is called Prophet, and it's a longer series. I'm in the prologue, and the hook, as far as I can tell, is that your character has prophetic dreams. But at this point in time, I don't know that. So I've just had a really traumatic cutscene dream that involved a whole lot of dead people, and they were talking about something called the Century of Sorrow, before they died. It was pretty disturbing. So, my character's trying to figure out what the hell is going on. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's very narrative driven, this one. At least that's the gist I'm getting, because I didn't spend that long in it. Before this, I was hanging around a different utility module selling shit. How can you be sure? Bandits always have treasure, don't they? They've been driven off by some adventurers about a year ago, but their treasure's never been found. So have you found anything? He's found some calluses on his head. Okay, we already went through that. Alright. That part's repetitive. Alright. So there's a bard who probably knows stuff, so in true adventurer fashion, I'm going to talk to everybody else first. Hello.
Well met.
Don't get any clever ideas, lad. I'm watching you. And what level does it start? Looks like it's pretty deep in. It's for a character level 5 to 10. My character is level 9, having been through 2 other modules by the same author. I took Bullfrog Jones through Cave of Songs, which was a pretty cool wilderness adventure, in which we went into a cave and found some historical figures. And then I played Honor Among Thieves, which was a city adventure in which I infiltrated a thieves guild and nearly brought about the end of the world. Oops. But I also saved the world, so it worked out. Alright, so let's talk to Zerga.
Hello there.
Greetings. May I interest you in some of my fine goods? Yes, please. Alright, well, your goods have not changed much, have they? They are still very much starting level goods, and at this point, kind of, I think the shit I've got is a bit beyond them, so. Ah, you don't even have decent potions. Jeez, okay. Well, I guess at least you're still consistent. Let's talk to the dwarves. The dwarves are kind of useless. But to be fair, why would they help out a human? Humans are annoying. Alright, so we got Meridoc and Vagar. Vagar's been around in previous modules, as I recall, as a background NPC. You would dream about messing up saving the world? Yeah, I think that's normal for us. Meridoc is new, so I think I'll talk to Vagar first.
What can I do for you?
Greetings to you, and well met. I am called Vagar. Vagar the Whimsical. Greetings, Vagar. I'm called Bullfrog Jones. Pardon the terrible accent. I just feel like a guy who looks like this and is named Bullfrog Jones would have a terrible accent. It is intentionally terrible, but I also am not capable of a good accent. It's fine to meet you this day, Bullfrog. Join me for some ale and let us pass the time in relaxed conversation. Thanks, I will. What would you like to talk about, Vagar? Let us speak of legends and adventures. Tell me of your adventures. I, myself, am not such an adventuring type, but I do know some of the local lore. This should be good. Can you relate some of this lore? Hmm. I feel like I've heard some of these before, but it's been a while. Let's do it. Would you like to hear the tragedy of Ulsanor? Or perhaps you'd like to hear about old Gulet's haunting cat? Tell me about the cat. Well, actually, it's not very interesting. Old Gulak, the barrel maker, has lost his cat, but can still hear meowing coming from the walls. This has been going on for years now. Surely the cat cannot be alive. Therefore, one must conclude it is dead. Or undead. Great story. Can you tell me something else? Tell me of the tragedy of Ulsanor. Very well. I will begin with the end, for that is how I've heard the tale myself. It ends with a ring, a simple ring, worn by a simple half-elven man named Ulsanor, who stopped here in this inn, as many do, on the road to Endor. This ring, he said, bears the mark of elven royalty, of a queen to the kingdom of Lyn Latharn. Now, I did not believe that a plain copper ring like this could be the mark of a prince, and told him so. What did he say? He showed me, discreetly, its true nature. With a few magical phrases, an illusion was temporarily lifted. Hidden under it was a jewel-encrusted ring of pure mithril, marked in ancient elven runes. Pardon me. I was astonished. This Ulsanor, a common-looking man in drab attire, was in fact the heir to great elven wealth. Why was he traveling incognito? Are you being teasingly cryptic, Rashke? Rashke's played this module before, so Rashke is teasing me a lot about it. Gulp. It was because he was abandoning his people. He was bringing the ring to Endor in order to sell it for a few gold pieces, to let it be lost in anonymity on the hand of some simple human woman. He told me why he was doing this. He said it was a lesson, justice for what his father, Thalidasan, had done. Go on. Many years ago, King Thalidasan of Lyn Latharn had fallen in love with a beautiful human woman named Quinn. Their union produced the king's first son, Ulsanor. This family was doomed, for elves and humans can never live together in marriage. Why not? Because of time. Humans live for only a few decades, while elvish lives last for centuries, even millennia. How can there be a happy ending when one lover watches the others grow old and die? This was relevant in Cave of Songs because of what we eventually uncovered. Will it be relevant again? Thalidasan loved Quinn for a time, but as she aged, he gradually lost interest in her, preferring the company of elven women that shared his vitality. Quinn spent her last years neglected in the forest palace. See, that's bullshit. The humans only live like 80 years. He could have paid attention to her and kept it in his pants for a couple decades, you know? It's not like he doesn't have time afterwards. Fucking blue-balled asshole. What happened then? Ulsanor confronted his father in front of an assembly of elven nobles, called shame upon him. He rejected his claim to the throne and swore that the ring meant for an elvish queen would instead be worn by a common human woman. For the dutiful hand of a pure woman deserves it more than the royal hand of an arrogant queen. With that, he left, disguised in powerful illusions, and he went to Endor. Yes, as far as I know, he sold the ring as he planned, and settled into the city among the humans. So now, some common lass wears a simple copper ring, unaware that its value is greater than all the wealth of all the nobles that look down upon her in the city. A just irony, don't you think? I heard somewhere, in one of the reviews for Honor Among Thieves, a reviewer said you could actually find the ring in there. I've never found it, though. So, any good multiplayer modules you can recommend? Rashke is better for those sorts than I am. I primarily play single-player modules, so I don't know which of them would be good for multiplayer. But Rashke also plays a lot of modules and is a pretty good source for that sort of thing. Also, if you go to the Beamdog website, Beamdog is the company that did Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. There's a pretty active forum there, and you might be able to ask for recommendations there. The Neverwinter Vault is a great source for the modules themselves. You'll definitely find stuff. All right. So can you tell me something more? All right. I'd like to ask you some questions. Local lore. Oh, we got that. Okay. Have you ever heard of something called the Century of Sorrow? No. Sorry. I can't say that I have, but it sounds quite dreadful. Yes. Are you sure you've never heard of it? No, I believe you have. I have not. And where have you heard this phrase? Blah, blah, blah. Pardon me. I'm tripping over my own tongue. Island Saga. Isle Beholder is and Alien Saga are both available in the Community Modules tab of Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. You can download them straight there. Rashke is telling us that Eye of the Beholder is a very old-fashioned one, very well done, a dungeon crawl with very little story. As I recall, it's an adaptation of the old Gold Box game, and it's supposed to be a really good adaptation. And the Alien Saga is a pretty big epic that'll take a character to level 40, and as far as I've heard, is very fun. I actually played the first one a long, 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 long time ago. Never finished, but I had fun with what I played. Okay, well, I heard it in a dream last night. Oh, a dream? And I'm sure it means something important. Why is that? Because dreams are always filled with meaning. They are eyes into the beyond. They are our eyes into something beyond our reality, visions of the past or the future. Oh, poor baby. Sorry, kitten. Hi. Hello. She's sleeping at my foot, and I kind of bumped her. Are you saying that when we dream, we see the future? It's what some believes. I've heard tales of great prophets whose dreams foretell the future. Entire kingdoms have been built on such dreams, and entire kingdoms have fallen. It's said that we all have the ability to see in the future in dreams, but very few learn to open their eyes to this talent. Pardon. But I ramble. Can you tell me what else you saw in this dream? I saw a woman in the forest, protecting the life of her son. Noticeably, I'm not telling him that I was threatening the son. Protecting him from what? Okay, I'm gonna tell that. You know what? I can't get a decent dream analysis if I'm not honest. From me. And it's not like I actually killed this woman's son, so I'm gonna be honest here. Seems I was there to kill her son. What? Why would you do such a terrible thing? I wouldn't. I'd never harm an innocent child. Did you recognize this woman? I never met her before. Then perhaps it's someone you will meet in the future. What else did you see? I saw a city burning, and people dying in terrible agony. Oh my. And I saw a village of halflings being slaughtered. A village of halflings? Why, yes. You say you saw halflings being slaughtered. By whom? By a group of knights dressed in red armor. And the town. Can you describe the town? Well, it was a dream and not very clear, but I remember that there was a small well surrounded by a group of homes built into rolling hills. What? Well, that sounds just like Norrenshire, my hometown. What else did you see? I saw a house built into a hilltop, with 2 columns near the entrance. Yes, that's the home of Brabador, the mayor. You saw all this in a dream, just recently. Oh my, perhaps something has happened. You saw the town being slaughtered. He appears to be very concerned. You think something's happened in your hometown? I don't know, maybe. Oh my, I should go back. I should see what's wrong. Maybe you should, just to be sure. Would you come with me, please? I'm sorry to ask this of you, but this dream of yours has got me quite concerned. It does sound strange. You know what? Wolfhard's got nothing better to do, and let's be honest here, Endor, kind of a drag. Getting away from Endor sounds pretty good to him. So, let's investigate. Thank you. I promise to repay you for your help as soon as we arrive. Okay. I have some time to help you. Great, let's go. Nordenshire is due east of this valley. Okay, well, I have a quest and a follower. Hello, Meridoc. Can you tell me about yourself? Meridoc is a neutral good rogue fighter. Hi there. 2 levels below me, but that's not too bad. Can I see his inventory? Sometimes with the older modules you can't, but this one, yes, I can. Oh, that's spectacular. Can I steal his shit? Probably, but I'm not gonna. Not yet, anyway. Alright. So let's see what Neverwinter says. Dreams. Oh, wait, no. I met a halfling man by the name of Meridoc Fairmain. When I described him my dream, he was convinced that the halfling town I saw was the township of Neverwinter. Concerned that my dream signified something terrible happened there, he asked me to accompany him. Alright. Well, looks like we can start the trip. Okay. I guess it's time to get going. I would like to see that little cave. Alright. Now, the last time I was here, I remember I broke into some places and caused some havoc. Do I still want to break into places and cause some havoc? Yeah, kinda. It's fun. Okay.
No problem.
Oh shit. No, don't do that. I'm a rogue myself. You don't need to open doors for me. Alright, we're not gonna go in and annoy these people. Not this time. But let's talk to Meridoc. Let's see if there's anything. Meridoc? Hello? Come here. Okay, thank you.
Well met, friend.
Okay, let's change tactics. What do you wish me to do? Don't help me if I fail to open a locked door. Thank you. Alright, everything else is fine. No, did he say west or east? East. Okay. Still get those mixed up. And I do want to take a really quick look into that cave. Because I'm nosy. Oh well, couldn't finish it, but that's close enough. Okay. So in my chat, Rashke and Looknoskill are discussing... oh dear. It does a default baby mode. Yep, they're talking multiplayer modules. Welling Death is not very satisfying to play multiplayer, I think. Well, I think it could be fun. But you gotta put it on a higher difficulty. Who was it? Shoot. There was, I completely forgot their names. One sec. But there were folks who were playing the original campaign multiplayer, and they were having lots of fun with it, and I just blanked on who they were. Damn it. They'll come to me later, and I'm gonna feel really bad. Alright, so let's look at this cave. I'm going to alleviate my guilt by distracting myself with plot events. Or not, as the case may be. Alright. So let's go into detect mode and see what there is to find here. It's interesting that the guy is digging because there, at least in the entranceway, there doesn't seem to be any signs of digging. Is there anything back here? Like, if he's digging for treasure, where is he digging? Oh, here we go. There's a mine. Okay, so this makes more sense. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything I can interact with. and I'm not picking up anything for detect, so maybe that was just a red herring sort of thing. Hey, look what's going on here. It's not relevant to the plot thing. In general principle, I hate giving up. But I suppose it would be too much of a trip out of our way anyway. Alright, well, let's go find out what's going on with those halflings. Hopefully, they're not dead yet. Because halflings are rather okay as folks. I have nothing against them. I often play halflings. Or gnomes. I really enjoy playing gnomes. Gnomes are an excuse to talk really, really fast. And to indulge in undiagnosed ADHD and just babble about shit for a while. As you can see, when on Wednesdays, when I am at Effector of Changes station playing Frog Pond Academy, a D&D campaign in which I play Igor Nakinak, the Gnome Reinventor. If you want to see how fast someone can talk while saying nonsense, there you go. I'm pretty good. Of course, it would help if I wasn't constantly clearing my throat. I think my family were coming down with bits of colds. It's that time of year where the weather suddenly gets suddenly warm or surprisingly cold really quickly, and that always fucks with my immune system. The road leads eastward through valleys and forests towards the township of Norrinshire. Okay, well, I think that's where we want to go. Eastwood Road. Alright, is there anything we need to look for here? It's nice to be taken seriously, I have to say. I like Meriadoc. I wish I could ask him more about himself, but right now I don't seem to be asking him a whole lot of questions, but that's okay. Alright, let's wander about here and see if there's anything cool to see off the beaten path. Mostly in case of ambush. There are some deer. I'm not a ranger, so I cannot speak to the deer. Alright, I was gonna... Maybe I should look up there first. Oh my. Actually, this is kind of cool looking. Look at that. That bridge is neat. Okay, so let's go up on the cliff first and see, though, what there's to see up on the cliff. And then we'll go on the bridge. This is pretty. I like it. Okay, I can't go across there. So really, I probably didn't have to go all the way back up here. But sometimes it's fun. Hello, Meriadoc.
Well
Meriadoc.
met, friend.
I keep calling him Meriadoc, but it's Meriadoc. So which way to Norrinshire? It's east. We must follow the road through the forest of Araglen. Okay, well, fair enough. This is pretty, though. Look at this. This is a very cool looking area. Far to the north, storm clouds are gathering. That's good.
Get out of sight!
The forest of Araglen is just ahead. We should pass through it as stealthily as we can. Why is that? They say the forest is full of anger. Anger? A forest feels anger? Yes, anger at something terrible that happened there once. Oh, maybe I saw the past and not the future. What was it? I don't know. All I hear is that sometimes people who pass through the forest never come out the other side. I think it's good to be cautious. Alright, well, thanks for the advice. Okay, well, let's stealth ourselves. Fortunately, hide in plain sight makes stealth very easy. Is there anything up here first? I don't think so. I think we're okay. Nothing to poke around in. Alright. Hello! Hello, I prefer pie. How are you? Welcome to my stream. I am playing a Neverwinter Nights module called Prophet. Well, I'm playing the prologue of it. So the Forest of Errol Glen. Uh-oh, autosave. That's not a good sign. Well, let's creep around and see what we can see. The forest before you is dark and foreboding. Wonderful. So I'm wondering if my vision of halfling slaughter wasn't the past, and maybe that's what pissed off the village? Or the village, the forest? But maybe not. Maybe it's something else entirely. I like the music. You've never played a module? Well, I'd highly... Oh, this campsite has been abandoned quite recently. I'd highly recommend it. There are some really, really good gems out there. If you're curious as to some of them, I have a YouTube channel where I have all of my old VODs where I've played other modules, and I've played a fairly good variety. So, if you wanted to take a look at that, you could see some of the cool stuff there is. Basically, though, you can go to Neverwinter Vault and just kind of do a search for whatever interests you. Hack and slash, story. They have Hall of Fame lists that I think are still pretty kept up. And of course they have forums where you can ask for recommendations. I think fan modules are kind of like fan fiction, which is that there's a lot that's kind of mediocre. Though, I mean, still, even the mediocre ones have value because it's interesting to see what people do when they're being creative. But there are some gorgeous gems of modules. There really are. So definitely recommend it. There's also the premium modules that came with enhanced edition or you can buy as DLC. And I would recommend them too. They're really fun. Alright, so I'm sitting on a log, but nothing else is happening. It doesn't look like they've left anything creepy behind here, so I guess we'll pick up. Seems like if Merodach's version of things is common knowledge, then these adventurers are very brave to be in this wilderness. That's my my thought here. But let's see. It is creepy atmosphere, though. Creepy, creepy atmosphere. Not sure what I think about that. It's just nice use of silence. Oh, you play on Aerolith. Well, that counts too. Persistent worlds are a lot of fun, from what I hear. I've not done them because I'm kind of an addictive personality, so I can afford to play one MMORPG, which right now is Final Fantasy XIV, which I'm also kind of on hiatus for. And I play a cell phone game that I'm terribly addicted to, called Another Eden. So, I don't think I can afford getting addicted to a third thing, and I'm fairly certain I would be addicted to Aerolith very quickly if I tried it. The screenshots are gorgeous, though. The folks who do, I think, and who is it? CHacks78 is a streamer who streams some Aerolith, and it looks amazing, I have to say. Can I find the fellow's name? He's buried in my list, but I definitely recommend checking out CHacks sometime if you get a chance. I think it's CHackC18. Give me a sec to verify if that's the name of the fellow or not. Yep, there's a weird thing about eels. He blogs fairly regularly, or streams fairly regularly, and I think streams tomorrow at 2:30. So, recommended. Oh, hey! Hiatus? Hey, I got the damn car, Rashke, so I'm not really on hiatus. I just haven't moved on with the plot for a while. Oh, Hax is your best friend. There you go. So you know the person I was gonna recommend to you. I watch their streams sometimes, and they make Aerolith look so much fun. So I admit, sometimes I am tempted. The folks involved have done such great work on it, and it's so cool that people still do work on Neverwinter modules and Neverwinter Persistent Worlds like 20 years on. That is so cool that people do that. Alright. What's up this way? Oh,
Well
sorry.
met, friend.
Well met. Oh shit, there's something going on up there and I just slipped out of stealth mode. Alright. Let's see. What is... Oh, there's some wolves. Should we help the... Let's help the poor... I mean, the badgers are kind of all dead, but okay. We'll help them. Hi.
That's it for you! Take that!
There we go. Hey! Cleave was a good one. Oh, shit. I killed the wolves and the badgers still died? Well, that fucking sucks. And is a little creepy. He's not the only one. Well, look, I'm not gonna... I'm not worried about that. It's, having one or many best friends is a wonderful thing. So... But I understand also, if you have other best friends and they hear you called one best friend and not the others. Oh shit. I should be hiding. Fuck, this was a mistake. This was a mistake, I can see that now. Alright, well, hold on, I guess I gotta kill some vines. Last time I dealt with tangly tentacle shit, it was because that fucking glove took over my arm. In fucking Endor, I hate Endor. Alright. Well, anyway. Let's see what the fuck's up this way. Drama. Yeah, that's true. Oh, cool, there's a head in the mountain. The fuck's that? Why is there a head in the fucking mountain? Who carves these? Uh-oh. I was just thinking that the last time I saw something carved into rock, it was the hand of Negeth. Again. Very traumatic experiences from Honor Among Thieves. Poor Bullfrog is not over it. Alright, so let's see what's up this way. Because this looks like something to investigate. Oh, and I feel... And that sound makes me think that I keep tripping traps. That clicking sound. Though, I'm not seeing anything, so maybe I'm just paranoid. Could be. Wouldn't be the first time. Oh, new stuff. Well, look, I don't think we need to kill those. We can just leave them alone. The trees before you are dark and twisted, and their sight fills you with dread. Huh. Well, maybe going here was the wrong idea. And yet. So there's some twig blights. Okay. Doesn't appear that there's much to What the hell is that? Hold on. What's that?
Well, have a look at this.
Oh, great, idiot. Crap, I hope I didn't lose that dialogue. Alright, so what were you saying, dude? Let's see if we can trigger that again.
Well met, friend.
Okay. Did we lose our shot at figuring out what the hell he was going to tell me? What were you saying? I guess I'm going to have to murder some forest creatures so I don't miss that dialogue. Alright. Let's go back here. Ow, ow, ow. I can tell I'm old. My leg falls asleep too easy. When I was young, I could sit in weird positions all night and not worry about it. Now, it's like, now. Sucks to be you. Alright, so I guess we're gonna have to kill these things before we get to the tree, because I want to know what Meriadoc is telling me, and unfortunately this isn't one of those modules that will replay that dialogue. I always like when module writers do that. Maybe I should put the keyholing back. This is a good place for keyholing. Alright, there we go. Hi. Hi, have you heard of my friend Cleave? Uh-oh.
How about thee?
Oh yeah, shit. This is why I had that fucking belt. Stop it.
That's it for you! Take that!
Alright, where's my belt of idiocy? My belt of bad stealthing. Oh well, I guess we don't really need it. Hi, sorry about that. Apparently I had a dose of cowardice. Yeah, it tends to happen. Alright, what the... Oh, there's something to loot though. What's in the remains? What's that? A howler bulb. Oh, cool. I'll take that fucker. Alright, so let's get over here and see what there is to see. Yep. Alright. Here we go. Oh, son of a... Sorry, one sec. I was moving my phone and that's how I keep track of chat. And it closed something on me. There we go. My setup is very low tech. My setup is a laptop and a cell phone. Alright, let's stay over here for now. And we'll kill the twigs. I am very glad I invested in Cleave. I really am. Alright, so let's give it a sec before we head over there and trigger the dialogue. Okay. And battle music. Alright, so let's see what there is to see over here. Huh. Nothing's triggering now. That's bothersome. Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on. Maybe the things had to be alive for him to comment on them? Really? Now you're not going to talk to me? Really? I just massacred a whole bunch of people so I could hear what you have to say, and you're just going to not say it? Dick. Alright, well, I guess that's that. Come on, Mary Duck. What were you saying? Asshole, come on.
Well met, friend.
What class am I playing? I am a fighter, rogue, shadow dancer. Primarily a rogue. Because I took the character through Honor Among Thieves before I took it through Prophet. Well, before I'm taking it through Prophet. Alright, well, apparently I cannot get whatever dialogue that was to happen, so I guess we're just never going to know what he was going to say. Because I'm not doing it again. I'm not sure I can. Hold on, I guess I did save. We'll try it one more time. Bullfrog's a bit more of a thug type than a grifter, so he's got fairly decent strength and a fairly crap charisma. See? 15, 18, 10, 14, 10, 12. He is neutral good. He was meant to be chaotic good. I started him true neutral, and I worked him to good, but it's harder to get chaotic. Alright. Alright, we're gonna try this one more time. I am now the prophet. Oh, interesting. I guess there's like a thing attached to that. Alright. Well, whatever he was gonna say, I guess it's not relevant. Maybe we triggered it while fighting and missed our opportunity. Alright, well I can't very well... I quick saved too late, so we're just gonna go off and do other stuff. Whatever this was, we may never know. Sorry, Mary Duck. Okay. Oh, actually, hold on. Maybe it'd be relevant if we stealthed our way. Maybe we'd still be able to make this work. Let's find out. I really hate giving up on a bit of dialogue, but I might have to. So are these hammocks in the trees? Interesting. I keep hearing that click that's driving me a little bit up the wall. Alright. So I'm not seeing Meridoc triggered, and I'm not sure exactly what I did that first time to cause it. So, fuck. Oh well. Sorry, Forest. Let's head back out and see what's over here. Step, 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 step. Walking, 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 walking. Fucking tangle vines. Not a fan. Back to the angry forest of angry. Okay. Maybe I should put keyholing back. The likelihood of me tripping another accidental secret door is probably limited at this point. But okay. Alright. Let's see what's back here. Oh, there's a grizzly bear. Well, never mind. We're gonna stay hiding. We shouldn't need to kill it. Because Bullfrog actually would prefer not to kill things on general principle. I mean, he's not opposed. He's not lawful goody two-shoes or anything. But, you know, if there's no sense in doing it, then why do it? I will say, with all of the different options for solving the quests in Honor Among Thieves, I do feel like I've got a really good grasp of Bullfrog's general personality in a way that I may not have had with a lot of my other characters. Because I feel like I've thought a bit more about what he'd do in certain situations. Oh, you can see me, so fuck that. Hi. There we go. Like that. Alright. Well, this was a nice forest. All things considered. Let's move on and hopefully find the village not massacred. Because, generally it's a good idea to not massacre villages. Especially halfling villages, which are usually quite nice and hospitable. Oh, here we go. We are in Norrenshire. Let's see what the thing says. I arrived in Norrenshire. So far I see no evidence of trouble here. Well, that's good. Does look nice. Let's save. Ahead you see smoke peacefully rising from a quiet valley. Okay, well let's go along this way and see. Oh, this way then. Come on. Come on. Alright, I guess I can go with you. We'll explore the valley later, I guess. Alright, I'll run after you. What's over there? Ah, a town. Welcome to Norrenshire. So is this the town I saw before? I guess is the question. I did not retain a whole lot of details. There goes your endurance. Ah, good night, Rashke. Likely oh, I am certain I recognize this place. Oh dear, I guess this is the same place. It is the village of my dreams. Oh dear. Oh yep, that's the hill that the fuckers came down on, isn't it? So far it's looking okay though. Let's talk to Meridoc.
Get in line. Follow me.
Let's talk to Mayor Brabador. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. It's a full-on hobbit. Cool. With the circle. That's so cool. Okay. Let's talk to Bralbador. There are benches. His home is warm and inviting. There's a liquor cabinet. And there are some halflings. Okay, so let's talk to Bralbador.
Greetings.
And who might you be, sir? My name's Bullfrog Jones, and I'm pleased to meet you. Mayor Bralbador, tell me, has there been any trouble in town recently? Ah, young Meridoc Fairmain. It's good to see you again, lad. Thank you, sir, but please, has there been any trouble here? Trouble? Well, old Dobin Thorntoe seems to have lost his spectacles and is blaming Rygrin for it. No, not that kind. Has there been an attack on the town? What? An attack? Why on earth would you think that? I've seen it in a dream. Well, I think you shouldn't take dreams seriously, my friend. Nevertheless, have you seen any strangers around here recently? Yes. Have you seen any men dressed in red armor? No, menfolk don't come here much. You know this, Meridoc. Do you know of any knights in red armor around this parts? Knights in red armor? No, I can't say I do. So it's nothing. Nothing at all. Maybe it was nothing. I still have a bad feeling about this. I fear that the town will come under attack someday soon. What? Under attack? From whom? These red knights? Perhaps, yes. Lad, I think you've let your imagination get the best of you. Perhaps you've not been getting enough sleep, or too much. I would not take this lightly, sir. Your town may be in great danger. I assure you we are quite safe. These are peaceful times. There are no bands of evil knights marauding through the valley. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps it was just a bad dream. Yeah, perhaps it was nothing at all. Well, that's good news then. Good news indeed. But I nearly forgot. I promised you some of our finest ale. Come with me and I'll treat your throat to Norwinshire's finest brew. Well, lead on, Master Meridoc. Farewell then. I hope you enjoy your stay in Norwinshire. I promise not to cause too much trouble. I mean, maybe he's right. I mean, I don't know that my dream means anything. Okay. This game's not as paranoid about me looting stuff. There's an hourglass. Interesting. What's in the armoire? Money. I don't want to steal his money. Alright. So, I guess I can explore the town. That'll be fun. And we see a liquor cabinet. Nice. Nothing in it, though. Oh, it's downstairs. Ah, rats. But they're friendly. Money. Not gonna take the money. Potion. Money. Nothing too interesting down here, it looks like. Oh, let's go back to hiding. I like that potion, but I'm not going to steal it, I think. They're my hosts. Okay, so nothing that looks out of the ordinary, so my paranoia seems to be unjustified. These halflings appear to be a happy bunch. Very comfortable. Now why I know their town is an interesting question, but maybe I saw a painting of it somewhere. One does never know. Okay. Okay. And there's Mary. Let's talk around to people. There's Sappy and Mary. Hi.
I welcome and greet you.
Greetings, good lady. Can you tell me if there's been any trouble lately? Trouble? What kind of trouble? Has anyone attacked the town? Attacked? Good heavens, no. Why would anyone attack us here? Have you seen any strangers? Other than you, sir? No. Nobody comes here much, you see. Thank you. Well, I'm convincing an entire town that I'm paranoid, but it is true that I don't have very much by way of charisma, so it probably is good at role-playing. Let's talk to Parabo.
Greetings and well met.
Have there been any trouble? Okay. Strangers? No? Alright. I mean, I could invade their house, but I'm not gonna do that. Bullfrog's kinda gotten a little jaded about the whole random thievery thing since everything that's happened in Endor, so I think he probably won't break in. Yet. Unless he has a reason to. The mayor, he just wanted to make sure wasn't being suspicious. But these guys, he's got no reason to go peeking around. Yet. So right now, everything looks quite idyllic here. Seems like a pretty place. And everyone seems very friendly, despite the fact that I'm a weird human. That's kind of popped out of nowhere with weird warnings. Maybe I just let that bard worry me too much. That whole talk about dreams being glimpses into the future and so on. Perhaps it truly does mean nothing. Let's talk to Beroigan Burin.
Greetings and well met.
Any trouble? No attacks? Strangers? Well, not recently, but a few months ago. Oh, this is new. There were some travelers through here. Did some trading. What do these travelers look like? Oh, they were human, like you. Were they dressed in red armor? Nope, looked common traders. Probably from Endor. I have some of their things. Wanna see? Sure. I mean, this looks pretty normal. Nothing too surprising. Yep, nothing too weird here. Rations, healer kit. What the hell is that? Several angry rats are contained within this leather sack. If you place it on the ground, they will be released and attack the first creature they see. This could be useful for creating havoc. Okay, I'm going to buy that because I can't really resist. The fuck? Alright, I don't know where Miraduc went. The road leads south to the town of Kirinhold. Okay. I have bought a sack of angry rats. Sometimes you just gotta impulse buy, you know? And when you see weird shit in the shop. Earlier today, I impulse bought a piece of jerky. It was okay. Alright. So here we are again, and I believe I've come full circle in the town and got most of it. There's one or two spots in the map I'll have to fill in later, but I'm not too worried about that. Okay. Well, my patrol seems to have gone okay. I see nothing of concern. No hidden bodies somewhere with people dressed in weird armor or mysteriously stripped of armor. Wait, did something... I thought I saw something flash across my screen, but that was probably just paranoia. Okay. Definitely paranoia. Can I move? This is weird. Uh-oh. Did I get stuck? Did I get stuck? Nope, I'm fine. I'm right here. Weird. You have now decided not to work. Okay, whatever. Well, let's get out of here. Oh. Maybe I'm I'm not supposed to be up here. Okay. You know what? Just in case, I'm going to do a quick cheat. So, this is the teleportation cheat. There we go. If you get stuck somewhere because of weird pathfinding or other things, it's a pretty good quick fix. I don't even really consider it cheating unless, there's a puzzle you're supposed to solve and you just move past it. That would be cheating. But this is just troubleshooting. Alright, so far so good. Now, my friend Meriadoc led me somewhere, and I kind of lost track of him. So I guess I'm going to poke my head around different doors until I find him. Alright. Thought there's one over there. That one might be worth looking into. Oh, this looks like an interesting locale. Oh, that's cool. Look at that door. Drollboom's home. The disarray in this home appears to be quite deliberate. Oh, that was the guy they were mentioning. Maybe I can look in his bookcases and give him... Alright. The Dreamweavers. In the nation of Akaban, in the city of Hierathanum, there stands a monastery known as the Chantry of the Weavers. Its members practice an art that is neither arcane nor divine, but which some say reaches beyond even the powers of the gods themselves. For the weavers are able to gaze upon time. It is said that they practice an art of dreaming, which allows them to see the structure of the world, not only in its present moment, but in all the moments past and future yet to come. All in a single lucid glance. The most skilled among them need only to look into a man's eyes to see his history and his future, his birth and the moment of his death. And for this they are feared, for knowing the future does not help one change it. That which is destined cannot be denied. Oh. Many of those who have spoken with the Weavers have met with great tragedies, seeking to change the course of their future and instead only bringing it to pass. For the last 60 years, the Akabari have barricaded the monastery into a kind of prison for the dreaming sages, and strictly restrict anyone from entering. And yet, they support the Weavers, with donations of food supplies as well as young recruits who choose to denounce a normal life, in return for transcendent sight. Ever practical, the Akabari appreciate the awesome power that is held within the Chantry of the Weavers. Okay. You know, this guy seems like he might know something about... Maybe I can ask him about the Century of Sorrow. I feel like he would be a good person to ask. Let's look at his bookshelf. Dilemmas of Prognostication. I've read The Purple Witch before, but have I read this one? Oh, I think I have. The academic text by one Emelchior Salmakin discusses the apparent inconsistency between the concepts of free will and the ability to see the future. It begins with a careful historical account of some of the most well-documented cases of prophetic visions, which predicted future events with an accuracy that far exceeded those expected by pure chance. Among these are the prophecies spoken to King Elam by the blind hermit of Kuril, who foretold the king's betrayal by his elder son Hamash. Unfortunately, King Elham did not heed the warning, and had the hermit beheaded instead. There are also several prophecies by the legendary Uruthan of Akaban, some of which are yet to pass. The book also discusses many examples of false prophets, and tries to point out some of the telltale signs of real prophetic talent. Part 2 of the book examines several cases in which deliberate attempts were made to contravene a given prophecy, but which failed, either by misinterpreting the specific events that were to happen, or by actually bringing them about. For example, when the wizard Uzrekia was told by the Shaudun vizier that her death would come from an orc's arrow, she began a campaign of systematic slaughter of all orcs in southern Baleria. This so angered the orcish god Grumsh that he dispatched his most fearsome assassin to put an arrow between her eyes. Had she not acted on the prophecy, she may never have attracted such actions. In Part 3, Emelchior discusses the implications of infallible prognostication for the concept of free will. He writes, "While we at all times feel to be in full control of our actions, and to determine the course of specific events in our lives, this must surely be an illusion. For if infallible prophets exist as they appear to, then their knowledge must draw upon a structure of world and time that is static. A structure which can be known but not changed. If even one being is capable of knowing the future with full detail, then no one, not even that being, is ever in possession of free will. The structure of history is predetermined, and that which is destined cannot be denied. Melchior then goes on to consider the moral implications of this conclusion, leading to a dreary treatise that ends with phrases such as, "Since all our actions are preordained, then we cannot feel guilt or pride at anything we do. We are soullessly playing out the form of destiny, much like a river plays out the softest path through stone." At the very end, however, Melchior seems more optimistic, seeking to find a solution which allows free will to be compatible with prophetic talents. Here he speculates that perhaps the only aspects of the future which cannot be changed are those which have been spoken by the prophets. In other words, perhaps the real talent of prophecy is not to see the future, but to shape it. When Vashti told Haman that his child would be his son, her words sculpted future events such that a son would be born. Had she not spoken, perhaps the child would have been a girl. This possibility, Melchior concludes, motivates one to avoid prophets at all costs. He even suggests that those with a gift for seeing the future may need to be killed. Careful reading of the book leads one to believe that the author, so fascinated by prophetic talents, had consulted a seer at one time and did not like what he heard. And oh dear, I have spoken aloud the prophecy about this village, haven't I? Well, hopefully that's not gonna come about, huh? At Home in Aragnathar Kitchen is a book I already have. I'm not gonna poke through that. What's in the crate? A ring. I don't want to steal his ring. I kind of want to steal his ring, but there's no real point to stealing his ring. So let's talk to this fellow. Where is he? Hello, sir. Are you in here? You are. Can I look in your chest? I'll talk to you first.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Can you tell me if there's been any trouble here recently? Trouble? Oh, yes, there's lots of trouble. Those chickens keep getting loose and pooping in my flowers. Someone has taken my spectacles again. I tell you, it's that rascal Rigrin Wistibaki. He's always playing pranks. No, I mean, has there been any violence? What on earth are you talking about, young man? Has anyone attacked the town in recent days? Attacked Norrenshire? Good heavens, no. Why would anyone attack us here? I don't know. Then you stop your worries. If you'll excuse me now, I must go. I'm a very busy man. Okay. I'm a little curious about what's in this chest, on account of it's trapped. Probably because this isn't a thief-centered module. No one really reacts to me stealing shit in this one. In Honor Among Thieves, if I did this, they'd be chasing me out of the town. Huh, interesting. Lots of jewels. Well, I don't need to steal his jewels. I got no reason to do that. Bullfrog's grown up as a man. Like I said, I think his experience in Endor with the Thieves Guild has made him kind of a little less likely to go fucking around with things. That said, a vision of a slaughter is not something you can really ignore. But, I mean, maybe they're all right. Maybe it's... I mean, given this guy's books, maybe I should tell him about the prophetic dreams. But maybe given this guy's books, he'll be more inclined to freak out. Alright, so where the hell is Meridoc? And I'm still having issues getting to where I need to go in this town. I must have fucked up my navigation somehow. Okay, there we go. Seems to be okay now. Keep getting caught on shit. Probably my own damn fault. It's not surprising. So there's the Luton Lager. Oh, that's probably where I'm supposed to go. There's another house. Can I go here? Who's in here? Oh, these doors in the hill. Okay, these doors are really cool. These shutters. I love it. Oh, there's Sapi. Can I talk to Sapi? Oh, there's a voice. Uninjured? Oh, that's
I
my...
welcome and greet you.
Okay, any trouble? Okay. I think the voice is what gives me the description as I walk in. That was weird. Oh shit. Oh, okay, yeah. I went out. Okay, so let's stop annoying the hobbits and just go get a drink. Ah, there's quite a few people in here. Your senses are struck with a variety of pungent and pleasant odors. Well, let's talk to people. Hello, Parentil. You seem nice.
Greetings and well met.
Has there been any trouble? Anyone attacked? Any strangers? Nope, same dialogue. Maybe it's kind of pointless and I'm just making the town unhappy, so let's talk to...
hello to you.
Meridoc, welcome back, my boy. I see your feet have got more sense in them than your head. They always bring you back here in time. Yes, dear dragon. In the end, my thirst for fine ale is greater even than my wanderlust. And a finer ale, ne'er you find outside of Luton Lager. Who's this fine human friend there? My name's Bullfrog Jones. Pleased to meet you. Pleasure mine, lad. What do you have? What's good around here? Well, the bitter leaf is especially good this fall. Fine, I'll have one of those. 2 bitter leaves then. Thanks. And some veal cutlets with mashed potatoes, please. That does sound good. 2 peaceful days. Come on, let's sit by the fire and relax. Alright. Let's see what goes on at the fire. Should I be sitting closer? Maybe I will. Let's talk to Meridoc some more. Let's have a seat.
Well met, friend.
Ah, here we go. So what do you think of the bitter leaf? It's quite good. Well, let's say it's exquisite. Indeed. Have some more. Don't mind if I do. So your dream seems to have been just that, a dream. I'm not so sure. Maybe these knights are still gonna arrive here someday. Well, we'll say I guess so. Or, perhaps these knights are going to arrive someday. I don't know. But if this was a vision of the future, then perhaps it will still come to pass. But perhaps it was not a vision of the future at all. Perhaps it was nothing. Meridoc, listen to me. The town I seen in my dream was exactly like this town. I recognized the well, the mayor's home. It could not have been mere coincidence. Have you had visions of the future before? Yes, and they come true. Well, I did have a dream about the Hand of Nagath because my player was an idiot who accidentally found a glitch, but I've had many dreams, but never as vivid. I don't know if any of those other dreams were portents of the future. Myself, I've had many dreams as well, but they're always dreams of adventures that I want to have someday. Well, tell me about your dreams. In my dreams, I'm a great hero. I traveled to distant lands, far from these quiet hills, and faced great dangers. Go on. In my dreams, I slay fearsome dragons, explore ancient tombs, find wondrous treasures. I protect those who cannot protect themselves, and bring justice to the world. Those are admirable dreams. Perhaps someday they'll come true. Yes, perhaps they will. But what of your dream? Do you think these knights in red even exist? I don't know. Nor do I, friend. And I have this foreboding feeling that something terrible is going to happen here. I have this feeling, too. But how can we prepare for something when we don't know what it is, whom it concerns, or when it will happen? There's only one way. We have to find the knights in red. Perhaps the watchmen would know of them. The watchmen? They're soldiers who patrol the eastern border. They protect the lands from the barbarians of the Undar Plains. Perhaps they've seen them. Where are they? Just a few miles from here. If you follow the south road to Norrenshire and then turn east at the signpost, you might come to their fort. Blah. And you think they might have seen these knights? Maybe. They've seen much. These men, for they're great warriors. Then we'll go speak with them. Actually, I better stay here, just in case those knights arrive. Alright, I'll return if I learn
Farewell
anything.
then.
Okay. Although there's no sign of any trouble in Norrenshire, I can't get rid of this feeling of dread. The dream must have meant something, and I must know what it was. Who are these knights in red? Meridoc suggested that I speak with the watchmen, soldiers who patrol the eastern border. Perhaps they'll know who these knights may be. The watchmen can be found in a fort not far from here. I should go south, towards Cairnhold, and the east at the signpost. Alright. Let's go see. I hope this isn't the sort of thing where they'll get attacked when I'm gone. I really hope that's not the case. Oh no, my beloved peasant village. My feeling of foreboding grows. The serenity of this place seems like such a fragile thing. I like these little narratives. Road to Kieranhold. We'll fill out the map. Go back and forth a bit. South is Kieranhold, North Nornshire, East Yundar Plains. So this is basically just a crossroads area. I ain't got reason to go south yet. I also wonder about this Lord that they've been saying. Lord. I feel like I've heard something related before. I think I did. I think I do remember something about in Mary. And what's his name's? In Marco Bryberg's diary, which unfortunately I left in Zorko's Keep. Cold wind blows from the east. So let's see. I think it's a good time to hard save. I haven't saved in a while. We are investigation. Ding. He said something about though. I swear he said the word at the end of the Yuntar Plains. Well, this is looking very Four-like, so that's a plus. Kinda ominous music, but it didn't autosave, so we're probably okay. There are some watchmen. Let's talk to them. Hello, sir.
Well met.
Well met. Can I ask you something? Sure. What is this place? This is the Fort of the Watch. What do you do here? We guard the eastern border of the kingdom. Who do you guard it from? The Yuntar, barbarians. And who are they? Look, I don't have time to talk. Speak with the captain. Wait, can you tell me if you've seen any men dressed in red armor?
No.
No. You're sure? Yes. Do you know who might know more? You should speak with the captain. On the platform. He's watching the plains. Alright, well let's talk to the captain. There's a watchman. There's a captain. Okay. Someone here to speak with you, sir. Oh, cool. Let him come forward. Alright. Beyond the wall, you see a great plain stretching to the horizon. Oh, neat. I do. Oh, it's Nasher's face. Okay. I shouldn't say that. It's not their fault. There's only a few porches built into the game. It's actually fun to see how the different faces keep popping up. Hi, family boss Primo. I must gather my party before venturing forth. Something like. Fortunately, Neverwinter Nights 1 isn't too picky about parties. At least not this module. Alright. Greetings, sir. My name is Bullfrog Jones, and I'd like to ask you something. Yes, go ahead. I got a lot of questions. Let's go with, what is this place? Lad, this is the edge of civilization. Beyond this wall lies the Yuntar Plains, where live men with the hearts of wolves. The hearts of wolves? Yes, the Yuntar barbarians are fierce people. Like wolves, they hunt for food in the pale moonlight. Like wolves, they respect only strength and cunning. And like wolves, their society is tied only with blood and fear. What's known about these men? Only their howl when they rush forward to attack. Only the violence in their eyes. Can't peace be made for them? Peace? Do you make peace with the storm when it covers the sky? Do you offer bargains? No. You build shelter to protect your home from its merciless lash. So it is with the Yuntar hordes. We are the shelter that protects your villages from the storm that blows in the east. What gods do they worship? That I do not know. It said they worship Herm, the bringer of war, but I have seen no symbols of faith in their ranks. Hi. You came back, huh? Okay. And this wall can hold back their attacks.
Of course.
There are many such forts here in the Eastern Land. We, the Watchmen, guard this border against a barbaric horde. Do you anticipate they'll attack soon? Yes, I can feel it in the wind. It's been quiet here on the edge of the plains. It's the calm of the storm. What do these men look like? Like animals. They dress themselves with hide and bone. They paint their faces with dyes made of the blood of their kills. In battle, they carry a variety of crude weapons made from iron and stone. Do they ever, by any chance, wear red plate armor? Plate armor? No, that's not the way. The Yuntar do not suffer the encumbrance of armor. They prefer to feel the wind on the skin. Have you seen anyone else dressed in red plate?
No,
No, I've seen no one such as that pass through these lands. Are you sure?
of course.
Who are these men that you seek? I don't know. All I know is that they're dressed head to toe in red plate armor. I know of no such men. I believe that they're gonna attack the township of Norrenshire.
Stop!
Uh-oh. What just happened?
This could be bad. Assist me here.
They've come. The knights in red. Yes, they're attacking Norrenshire. Please come quick. Okay, let's go. What's this? What's going on? The township of Norrenshire is under attack. Please help. There may still be time. Oh, shit. Shit, man. It happened. Let's get them. Okay. Signs of battle come from the north. Oh, shit, man. So I'm gonna try to kill a child at some point. Jesus, I hope not.
Taste my savage fury!
Some
Fall
voice. I'm
before
wondering
me!
if that means that there was some
My
dialogue that didn't
steel
trigger.
will
That's okay.
strike true.
Die,
Okay,
Kirk!
let's get that.
Fall before me!
Asshole. Come on.
Steel, villain!
Can I knock you down? Probably not. You're probably too tough for that. But let's go try anyway. Yeah. My base attack bonus sucks, so I'm not gonna keep fucking around with that.
Stay still, villain! Die!
Okay, well, we're actually getting somewhere, so that's good. I'm not getting any of the points for it, but this feels more narrative anyway, so I'm not too worried about the experience points. Oh, hey, I got some. Oh, no. Norrenshire. Hold on, let's see what the journal update says before we move on. The Red Knights have arrived. Meriadoc came to get my help, and we returned with watchmen to fight a fierce... Oh, no, look at those. We were victorious, but too late. The men, women, and children of Norrenshire have all been slaughtered, but why? We must learn the identity of these evil knights and their reasons beyond this heinous act. Oh no, look! There are dead people! Shit. They're dead. No! Oh, poor Meriadoc. Talk to him.
By all the hells!
All dead. They're all dead. I know, Meriadoc. I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do. We must find whoever's behind this atrocity. Justice will be done. Yes. Let's look around for clues. Let's talk to Captain Elsium.
It is done.
But who were these men? I don't know. Do you recognize these shields they carry? No, I do not. But you seem to know something about them, yes? What? No, I know nothing. And yet, before you asked me, how did you know they would come? I saw them in a dream. Dream. I find that hard to believe, mister. I find it easier to believe that you're involved somehow. What? Don't accuse him. He came here only to help. Yes, I wanted to help prevent all this. Well, it seems you failed. Well, maybe if you fucking listened to me. He did the best he could. We could do nothing against you villains. Settle down now, Master Halfling. We must find out who or what is behind all this. He walks over to the dead knights and removes his helm. Look, his face is pale as death itself. Is he human? I believe so, but he seems to be afflicted with some kind of foul disease or magic. I've never seen anything like this. Nor have I. Perhaps this is a new kind of threat which has come to place a blight upon our kingdom. We must find out who's behind all this.
We should search this place.
Alright, very well. Search the bodies. Perhaps we'll find some clues. Alright, so now...
By all the hells!
Okay. So now we get to loot corpses. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh dear. Lockpick. I don't want to steal the dead guy's lockpick. Oh, Droben. And his breastplate. And more lockpicks. Everyone has lockpicks. Well, halflings. You know how it goes. Alright. So. Oh, poor other guy he accused. Maybe that's something we could have resolved if we talked to them before heading out. Alright. Let's see, we're supposed to check the corpses, but none of the red knights seem to be lootable. Are they? Oh, there we go. Remains. A silver coin. Let's take a look at this thing. On the one side of this coin bears the likeness of a griffin, symbol of Balerian royalty. On the other side the words are inscribed, "By this oath I am bound to his service, to his will. Never shall my trust waver, for he is the greatest of men." Alright, well that looks promising. Is that the only remains here? Kinda seems like it. Maybe we'll loot the halflings anyway.
By all the hells!
Stop it. Murdoch, look at this coin. Do you recognize it? Well, no, I don't recognize it. Perhaps the captain would know what it is. I'll ask. You know, he'll probably accuse me again, because God forbid anyone listen to me, but okay. Somebody dead. It was a slaughter. What do you make of this, sir? By this oath, I am bound to his service, to his will. Do you know what it means?
No.
No, I'm a warrior, not a sage, nor a scholar. Perhaps you should take it to someone who knows of such things. Like a bard. The bard, Bullfrog. The bard back in the Hopping Hobgoblin Inn. I bet he knows all about these things. Then let's go speak with him, Meridoc. Let's hurry. Farewell, sir. We'll do our best to find out what was behind this atrocity.
Farewell.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go loot some lockpicks, I guess. Nah. Let's just go. I'm growing up as a person. I don't want to loot the halflings. Okay, so. Will they make me go all the way to, like, through the forest to get to, the Hopping Hobgoblin? Or will we be able to take a shortcut with the scene transition? Let's find out. Poor Meridoc. And I'm wondering about that book of prestidigitation. I think I got that wrong. Alright. Fuck it. We should probably hide through here. We were warned. Oh, this is slow though. Honestly, I think our best bet might just be to run for it. And I'm not saying that because I'm lazy. I am saying that because I'm lazy. Hi, kitten. Do you want to come up here? You're adorable. Hello. Hello. Sleepy? She is eepy. The poor baby. You ever see a cat who's like still half asleep but really wants to be up and doing things? When they're like kitten age? It's really funny. Hi, come up here. Won't you, babe? Hi. You're such an adorable thing. Such an adorable thing. What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, I know what you want. I guess I can give you one. I guess I can give you one. At some point, we'll go to the vet, and they'll probably tell me you're a little overweight, and I can't give you treats like this anymore. But we're not at the vet yet, so I'm gonna spoil you somewhere. But only one at a time. Alright, anyway, let's finish going back to the Hopping Hobgoblin. I was hoping for a shortcut, but it looks like we gotta go the long way. Oh well. I'm wondering if I missed any subquests. Well, if I did, too late. It seems pretty linear, though. Hi, babe. Nothing wrong with linear, it's just funny compared to Honor Among Thieves, which was all subquests. and all branching plot lines. Okay, so now we're through the forest, so let's just run for it. Well, I'm a little worried about that entire city where everyone was falling down dead and talked about a century of sorrow. And I'm very worried that apparently I'm going to be trying to kill a child. That said, I didn't see myself actually kill the child, just demand the child. It's possible I'll change my mind.
All the hells!
Can't believe they're all dead. I'm so sorry, Meridoc. Who could have done this? Who could have had any reason to attack our peaceful township? I don't know, but we'll find out. Let's go speak with the bard. Even the sky seems to share your sorrow at what has come to pass and what the future may hold. There's a cat on my lap pressing their wet nose into my finger. It's nice. She used to hate me, so I'm very happy. Alright. God, it looks like nothing's changed in this inn. No matter what happens out there, this inn is a constant.
What can I do?
Then she took my horse. I should eavesdrop. Alright. Can you please take a look at this coin? By this oath I am bound to his service, to his will. Do you recognize it? The phrase is familiar. The greatest of men. I am sure I've heard this before. But where? I don't quite recall. Where did you find this coin? On the body of a dead knight. A knight dressed in red armor. Is this related to the dream you spoke of? Yes. The dream has come to pass. The Red Knights have come and destroyed Norrenshire, as my dream had predicted. All of my kinsmen have been murdered. Oh no, that's terrible news. Indeed, no one knows where they were or where they came from. They descended upon the village and slaughtered everyone. We must take precautions. They may attack us next. No, have no fear. They are dead. They were defeated by the Watchmen. Thank goodness. You don't know who they were? No. All I know is I dreamed of them a few days ago. What else had you seen in that dream? Were there any other clues? Yes, there was something one of them said in my dream. It said this is the will of the Urlord. Urlord? Are you sure that's what you heard? Yes. What does that mean to you? Do you recognize it? I do. Urlord is the title that some use to refer to Uther Palindres, the Prophet King. Who's that? He's a great king of this land, 250 years ago. A hero such as only legends can describe. A warrior whose courage knew no bound. A sage whose wisdom saved this kingdom and made it prosper. It said that Uther Palindres was the greatest of men. Tell me of him. Well, gather round, and I shall tell you the tale of the Prophet King. From the north he came, from the wild lands, the cold lands, the lands of the Urdinar, where hard men carve existence from winter's relentless shade. Hold on a second, cat. I'll give you my arm back in just a sec. Okay, there we go. 250 years ago this was, when legend spoke of a great warrior who'd risen in the north. These legends spoke of a man who confronted armies of giants and walked alone from the field of battle. A man who could break the back of a cave troll with his bare hands. It was said that his eyes were like fire and his sword like lightning, and that those who fought at his side never knew defeat. But he was not mere legend. He was a man, flesh and blood. His name was Uther Palindres, but those who traveled to his side called him the Urlord. Listen. He was son of humble origins, destined to become a hero. Do you wish to hear how he became king? Yes. In 1132 LR, a great barbarian horde gathered upon the eastern border of Valyria. They were led by the fearsome warlord Thrall, a man some described as being a full 8 feet tall. Relentlessly, they moved over the land, laying a blanket of death upon all in their path. The Valyrian kings and princes hid within their walled cities, while their armies scattered. The land would have been returned to wilderness. But that was not to pass. An army came from the north, an army riding upon the black horses of the Urdinar. Led by Uther Palindres, the army was like a spear that cut through the hordes of the Yuntar without pause. The battle was furious, but the warriors of the Urlord could not know defeat. Everywhere, they vanquished the Yuntar invaders and pursued their fleeing remnants to their death. On the slopes of Azogard, in sight of the kingdom's capital, the warlord Thrall challenged Uther to a battle to the death. Breaths were held as the swords were raised, but not a moment seemed to pass before the barbarian lay dead, split in two. The Urlord turned then at the pardon. The Urlord turned then at the remaining hordes and spoke his command, and the knights slew the Yuntar one by one until none remained to flee back eastward toward the windswept plains. The people would have no other set upon the throne but the man who had saved the kingdom. Uther Palandras was crowned king, and for over 20 years his reign marked what some consider the golden age of Valyria. In those years, Uther Palandras proved to all that he was more than a great warrior. He was the wisest of kings, a man whose judgment never strayed from justice and mercy. He led this kingdom into prosperity, established peace with his neighbors, and trade with the distant lands. And to cause for his greatness was clear to all. And he could see into the future. He could know events that had not yet come to pass. He could peer into the hearts of men through acts they had not yet committed. How? That is something you know better than I. It's said that when Uther Palandras slept, the future made itself known to him through dreams. I mean that his dreams, like mine, were visions of the future. Yes, this talent is known to appear in certain people, seers, prophets. Often its great burden drives them to madness. Some seek to ignore it and distract themselves with worldly pursuits. Others, like Uther Palandras, use it to change the destiny of the world. Can the future be changed? That may be impossible to know. How can we be sure whether the present that arrives is the future that the past meant it to be, or a changeling that denies destiny's plan? Perhaps only those who can see across time can know the answer. Perhaps it is what the Prophet King believed. So what happened to him? That is a great mystery. In the year 1156 LR, Uther Palandras abandoned his kingdom. He abdicated his throne, and, for he had no heir, signed the crown over to his chancellor, Lord Varangur. And then, with several others of his most trusted men, he vanished from the knowledge of men. He has never been heard of since. Why? It's not known. Some believe that he left upon a great quest, a final grand adventure. Some say that he grew tired of the burdens of leadership and wished to return to his homeland on the northern shores to live in quiet and tranquility. Oh, hello, sorry. Oh, yeah, okay. And what do you believe? I believe that the king would never abandon his kingdom to the vagaries of fate. His honor was too great, his sense of duty too deep. I believe that he left because he had to, because he had seen a great danger coming to these lands, a danger only he could confront and defeat. What was the danger? No one knows. Surely it was a vision that made himself known to Uther Palandras alone, and the Prophet King spoke of it to no one. No one. No one. The Prophet King did not confide in anyone, not even his closest knights. It is said he did not wish to burden them with the knowledge that was his alone. Does anyone know what happened to him? I don't know. With the passage of time, knowledge is lost and legends fade, even such as the legend of Uther Palandras. Well, there must be a way to discover the truth. What is it? There's a castle, hidden within the Feyrathian forest. It's said that it once belonged to a knight who traveled with the Prophet King. One of the Red Knights. Perhaps you can find clues there. Then we must go there first. But you must be cautious, for it's said that the castle is haunted. Haunted? Haunted? Yes, it's said that the ghost haunts the castle in the forest, the ghost of the Pale Woman. Who is she? I know not, my friend, but you must be cautious, for it's said that her lament can tear one's soul asunder. Oh, thank you for the warning. You're welcome. And now, we must be on our way. Wait a moment, there's another man who may be able to help. And? His name is Florian Delamar, and he's an old acquaintance of mine. A young bard, but quite well read. In fact, it was he who told me of the legend of Uther Palandras. He might know more about what happened to the Prophet King. Where may he be found? He's a traveler, and seldom can be found in any given place. But he often frequents this very tavern, and in fact, I haven't seen him here in some time, which means he's about to show up. Okay, we'll await him here. I wish that fortune smiles upon you, my friend. It's a grave journey that awaits you. You should prepare yourself well, and gather other companions to accompany you on this quest. Thank you. Farewell. Oh, I guess we reached the end of the prologue. It worked out perfectly. End of prologue. This is the end of the prologue. Save your character here. Or move forward into the future. Save. Okay, we have exported. Alright. Oh, I can actually close these, because these notes are all for honor among thieves, and I don't need them anymore. Betrayed Darius. Darius was a lying asshole. Did I ever look in that chest in Zoran's? Maybe not. Missed opportunities. Another reason to replay. Alright, so that was the prologue to Prophet. Definitely set forth an interesting dilemma. It was short but sweet, and I'm intrigued. I got a colleague. Poor Meridoc. We saw a beloved peasant village get destroyed. And a heroic, apparently, by someone using the name of a heroic historical figure. Interesting. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next, but it's not going to be tonight. I'm thinking I may be streaming tomorrow at the usual time. I will not be streaming Wednesday, because that is Frog Pond Academy Day. At 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, I am on Effector of Change's channel, playing Frog Pond Academy. Alright, so I'm going to wish you guys a good night. I'm going to figure out who I'm going to raid. And let's see who's on. There's quite a few people on. A lot of people playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I don't know about that. I don't want to spoil myself, so I don't want to hop in. Even though they are good to watch, I definitely would recommend watching MAM Drew. She's lots of fun. Let's see. It's Kodelka. Grumflin's doing his first playthrough of Skyrim ever with mods. I think I rated him last time, though. You know, let's raid Chillruns. Chillruns is doing the young Indiana Jones speedruns, and those are always fun to watch. So let's raid them. All right. Well, thank you for hanging out. I definitely appreciate it. Let me squish my kitty. Hello, kitty. You are here to be squished. And I'm also going to have to figure out how to get out from under you so I can use the restroom, as one does. Oh. Am I fucking up typing this name one-handed? I am indeed. Oh, that's Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. Sorry about that. I got the name incorrect. Alright. Well, thank you for hanging out. As I said, I had fun. Have a good night.